Okay, so we're looking at a wooden construction materials distribution manager position. And this is pretty interesting because it's not, just moving lumber around. It's a lot more
Right.
like almost orchestrating
Yeah.
a whole symphony
Yeah.
of building supplies to keep projects on track. We're going to dive into RoleCatcher's resources here to try to help people nail this interview
Okay.
and kind of go from understanding the role itself all the way to prepping for those tough questions.
Yeah, I think what's fascinating about this role is it kind of sits at the intersection of logistics. You need to know about construction, you need to have like a bit of financial savvy, and it's a high demand field,
Mm.
especially right now with so much growth in construction and the focus on sustainability.
So you really have to show them that you're not just a logistics pro, but that you also understand the nuances of this specific industry.
Right. So let's jump right into some of those common interview questions that RoleCatcher highlighted, because acing those is key to landing the job. First up, what experience do you have in the wood and construction materials industry?
Okay, so this one you really want to show genuine passion. Don't just list off, previous jobs, but connect the dots. Like, let's say you built a treehouse as a kid. Okay, well, that's early project management, right? You
Yep.
planned, you sourced materials, you problem solved. Frame it in a way that showcases the skills.
Oh, that's great. Like thinking outside the box, making those seemingly unrelated experiences relevant. And this is where I think RoleCatcher's AI can be such a game changer because it analyzes job descriptions and it helps you tailor your responses to highlight the most impactful skills for that specific job. Yeah, it's like having a personalized cheat sheet to make sure that your answers are really resonating with what that employer is looking for. Now, be ready for a follow-up question here. Like, um, can you tell me about a time you had to deal with a shortage of a specific material?
Hmm.
How did you handle it?
Oh, yeah. They want to see that you can think on your feet.
Ah,
Handle those inevitable supply chain hiccups. Okay, next question. What strategies have you used to manage inventory levels and ensure timely delivery?
okay. So with this one, you want to get specific. Don't just say, oh, I'm organized. Mention systems like demand forecasting or safety stock, just-in-time delivery. And don't forget to explain how you tracked your results. If you use spreadsheet-specific software, mention that.
Yeah, show them that you understand the nuts and bolts
Yeah.
of inventory management. Now, they might dig a little bit deeper with something like this.
Yeah.
Have you ever implemented a new inventory management system? What were the challenges and outcomes?
Yeah, so here they're looking for initiative and that ability to adapt. If you haven't implemented a whole system, talk about process improvements you've made, even on a smaller scale. But always quantify your impact whenever possible.
Right, show them you're not just following procedures,
Mm.
but you're actively looking for ways to optimize things. Okay, moving on to another really important question. How do you ensure compliance with safety regulations and quality standards?
Right. This is non-negotiable in this industry. Talk about regular inspections, audits, training programs. The more specific, the better. And be prepared to discuss how you would handle a situation where an employee wasn't following protocol.
Yeah, showing that you're a leader who prioritizes safety.
Yeah.
Above all else, they might ask, what steps would you take to investigate a safety incident and prevent it from happening again?
Okay, so here's where you're going to showcase your problem-solving and analytical skills. So highlight your process, you gather information, identify root causes, and then implement corrective actions. Don't just react, show them you're proactive.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit here. Talk about the interpersonal side of things.
Hmm.
How do you manage relationships with suppliers and customers? Because it is a people business after all.
Absolutely. Think beyond just good communication. Give specific examples. Maybe you have regular feedback sessions with suppliers, joint planning meetings with customers, how you resolve a delivery issue with a frustrated customer. And this is another area where RoleCatcher's AI can come in handy. It can actually analyze company reviews to help you personalize these examples to their culture.
Oh, wow. So you're not just telling them what they want to hear, you're showing them that you understand their specific values. Interesting. Okay, they might follow up with, describe a time you had to negotiate a difficult contract with a supplier. What was your strategy?
Right, so they're looking for your negotiation skills and your ability to maintain positive relationships, even in challenging situations. Highlight your win-win approach and how you prioritize long-term partnerships. Okay, let's talk numbers. What experience do you have with financial management and budgeting?
Oh, yeah. This is where some people get nervous. But, any experience counts. Even managing a household budget shows that you understand those basic principles.
Absolutely. Quantify your impact whenever possible. Did you reduce costs, improve efficiency, increase profits in a previous role, even a volunteer project? Those skills are transferable.
Yeah, they're looking for someone who can make data-driven decisions and manage resources effectively. So be prepared for a scenario question like this. Imagine you have to reduce your departmental budget by 10%. How would you approach this?
So this is testing your strategic thinking and your prioritization skills. Walk them through your process. Analyze expenses, identify areas for potential savings, and present a well-reasoned plan.
Okay, 2 more questions to tackle before we move on here. How do you stay up to date on changes and trends in the wood and construction materials industry?
This one, don't just say, oh, I read industry news. Be specific. Mention publications, conferences, associations you belong to. Have you taken any courses or earned certifications? Show that you are actively invested in your professional development.
It's about showcasing that passion and commitment to continuous learning. Now, they might ask, what's a recent industry trend that has caught your attention?
Yeah.
And how do you see it impacting distribution?
So this is your chance to shine as a thought leader. Think about things like sustainable building materials, advances in logistics technology, or changing regulations.
Okay, last question for this section. How do you approach problem solving and decision making?
This is a classic one, but it's your chance to really shine. Structure your answer. Mention gathering data, analyzing options, collaborating with stakeholders. And again, use a specific example to demonstrate your process in action.
So it's not just about what you decide, but it's about how you arrive at that decision.
Right.
Now, they might follow that up with, tell me about a time you made a difficult decision that impacted your team. How did you handle it?
Okay, so this is digging a little deeper into your leadership style. Show them you're decisive, but also that you consider the impact on your team. Explain how you communicated the decision, addressed concerns, and made sure everyone was on board. This sets you up as a strong leader, not just someone who can answer questions by rote.
Right, yeah. So showing your thought process.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we've covered a lot in this first section, kind of setting the stage for this interview process. Now we're going to move on to some other really valuable tool and insights that RoleCatcher offers to help you prepare even further.
Sounds good. Exactly. It's about being able to handle those tough calls and really rally your team, which is, a valuable skill in any leadership role. Now, beyond just acing the questions, though, RoleCatcher has some other really powerful tools to help you prepare. Their AI-powered CV and resume builder is a game changer.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this. It's more than just like a fancy template or something. Their AI actually analyzes the job description
Yeah.
and helps you highlight the most relevant skills and experiences. It's almost like having your own personal marketing expert
Yeah.
crafting that resume
Exactly.
to make it stand out.
It's all about speaking the employer's language and showcasing what they value most. Now, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about a key aspect of this role, and that's the increasing focus on sustainable building materials. This isn't just a trend, it's reshaping the entire industry.
Oh, absolutely. And it has huge implications for distribution managers. It's not just about moving wood anymore. You're dealing with new materials, new suppliers, new logistics.
Right, think about things like cross-laminated timber bamboo, even mycelium-based building materials. These are game changers,
Yeah.
but they require specialized storage, transport, and handling. Showing that you understand these nuances can really set you apart.
Yeah, weave that knowledge into your answers. Mention any experience you have with these materials.
Yeah.
Or even just your understanding of the challenges and opportunities they present.
Absolutely. And don't forget about certifications. If you have any related to sustainable building practices, definitely highlight those. Now, beyond the technical side, this role is all about leadership. So be prepared to discuss your leadership style and how you motivate and manage teams.
I was going to say that's a huge part of it, right? Like, how do you get people to follow you and believe in what you're doing? They'll probably ask those typical behavioral questions like, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult employee, or describe a situation where you had to lead a team through a challenging project, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Those questions are designed to assess your interpersonal skills and your ability to handle, difficult situations. Be honest and specific in your answers. Don't shy away from challenges. Focus on how you overcame them and what you learned from them.
And, also don't forget to research the company thoroughly. Understanding their values, their products, their position in the market can really help you tailor your answers and demonstrate genuine interest.
Absolutely. It's like showing up to a party knowing the host's interests.
Yeah.
You're going to have a much more engaging conversation. Now, beyond just this specific interview, RoleCatcher's Career Compass feature can actually help you map out potential career trajectories within the wood and construction materials distribution field.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about landing this job. It's about thinking long term.
Right.
What other roles might this lead to? What skills should you develop for future growth?
Exactly. It's about being proactive and taking ownership of your career path. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial but often gets overlooked, and that's networking.
I was going to say that. It's so important, especially in a field like this,
Absolutely.
where relationships really matter.
It's not just about collecting business cards. It's about building genuine relationships and connecting with people who can help you learn and grow. Attend industry events, join professional associations, connect with people on LinkedIn. Be genuinely curious and share your own insights. You never know where those connections might lead.
It's about building a community, not just climbing a ladder.
Right.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, from understanding the role itself to acing the interview, leveraging these AI tools,
Right.
even planning for long-term career growth.
It's a lot. It is a lot. We've equipped you with a really robust toolkit to navigate this really exciting career path. Now it's time to put that knowledge into action and nail that interview.
Absolutely. But before we do, we have one more crucial piece of the puzzle to discuss. And this is where I think your preparation can get truly personalized and fine-tuned. And that is RoleCatcher's AI-powered interview practice feature. And this is really cool because it's like having a personal coach right in your pocket,
Yeah.
helping you refine those answers and that delivery until you're just radiating confidence.
It's incredible. You record yourself answering common interview questions, and RoleCatcher's AI provides you with detailed feedback. It analyzes your content, your delivery, even your body language.
Wait, body language analysis through video.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know how much those nonverbal cues matter in an interview.
It's true. Those subtle signals can make a huge difference. This tool picks up on things like eye contact, posture, hand gestures. It can help you identify any nervous habits and, project more confidence, professionalism.
It's like having a virtual mirror, reflecting not just what you say, but how you say it. And you can practice as many times as you need to, really refining your approach until you feel completely prepared.
And it goes beyond just memorizing answers. It helps you understand what the interviewer is really looking for, so you can tailor your responses to meet their specific expectations.
It's about strategy, not just recitation.
Exactly.
It's about showcasing your skills and your experience in a way that truly resonates with that company and that role.
That's how you move beyond being just another candidate and become the candidate that they can't say no to.
You become the one.
Right.
Right. So I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today, and hopefully a lot to be excited about, because this wood and construction materials distribution manager role really has so much potential for growth and impact.
It does. And with the right preparation and the right tools, like the ones offered by RoleCatcher, you can really position yourself for success in this really exciting and evolving field.
So as you're gearing up for this interview, remember, you're not just showing up. You're showing up prepared, confident, and ready to demonstrate why you're the perfect fit for this role.
You've got the insights, you've got the tools, and you've got the knowledge. Now go out there and crush it.
Crush it. But as you embark on this journey, here's one final thought to ponder. As technology continues to transform the construction industry, how might this role evolve in the future? What new skills and knowledge will be needed to thrive in this dynamic field? It's something to keep in mind as you step into this exciting role.
It's a fascinating question, and the future of construction is being shaped right now. You have the opportunity to be a part of it.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of wood and construction materials distribution. We'll see you next time for another insightful exploration into the world of careers and technology.